As a bee seeks food for its hive, it carries pollen, causing orchards to bear fruit and trees to flower. Likewise, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, as it fulfills its mission, cross-pollinates, connecting generosity with need across 40 counties in this region. In the hive, one cell supports another, which supports another, until the hive is strong enough to support its entire population. Similarly, the Community Foundation has created a philanthropic infrastructure that is growing to support the needs of our entire community.
Obviously, this title, the Community Foundation, that's what it's about. It's people in the community reaching out to other people in the community.
They can direct you and forward you and counsel with you and help you to bring your idea to the table and make your dream a reality.
Both the board and the staff are some of the most professional, well-respected people in the community.
The Community Foundation takes my rules that I've set up, they take the applications, they pore over them, and then they make the decision.
By marshaling lots of smaller resources, it can have a much greater impact.
People will look back and realize that someone had a great vision in deciding that there needed to be a community foundation.
The reason I came to the Community Foundation was for my estate planning, actually. I looked into them, I saw their board of directors, I saw the quality people that they had working for them, and I realized this is the organization that I want to go to do my estate planning. So I've got 5 scholarships here, and they're 5 different scholarships. One for each high school in Cheatham County, and then one for Able Youth, which is a wheelchair athlete program, Athletes Building Life Experiences. Rick Slaughter is a friend of mine. He's in charge of Able. He's teaching these kids that they do not have to just sit at home and be wheelchair bound. Long after I'm gone, they're still going to be giving out 5% of my money. And I just love that concept.
We decided, when we talked about it, to designate the proceeds from the investment that we made in a fund to the unrestricted fund of the Community Foundation. We did that very specifically because of a competence issue. Our incompetence and their competence. We did not have the time or the knowledge to really evaluate all the organizations, all the needs out there. The Community Foundation can say, wait a minute, there's a need here, it's an important need, and we've got these unrestricted funds that we can deploy and make them work. Each year, we get an annual report, and it gives you all the detail you want, the number of agencies, the number of programs in the arts and in health areas that they've been able to get involved in. It's not just 3 or 4, it's many. And now they're one of the largest, most successful community foundations per capita in the country.
So many of us want to help, yet think we don't have the resources. Contributions can be made in any amount by anyone to a fund within the foundation, or you can create a new fund with a modest donation.
I wanted to be able to establish something that would benefit women in recovery. So I take pictures at Renewal House every year of the women and their families. And apparently, you know, this is a really important thing for them, for me to come out there and take their pictures. Being around these women new in recovery is one of the most exciting things I think anyone can do. They're filled with hope and caring for each other. And so I named it the Hope Fund, because that's what it is for these women in recovery.
At the death of my son, I was given some monetary gifts from friends and family members and neighbors who didn't know what to do, but they wanted to help in some way. I didn't want to profit from his death, and I wanted it to mean something. So, knowing his interests were heavily in the band, and in music. I thought of the purchase of an instrument every year given to the band, hopefully for a student that couldn't afford to buy their own instrument, would afford them the opportunity to experience the joys of music that Clay experienced. Clay Spirits kind of pushed me along the way. I went to my attorney and I said, I want to set up a trust. So he directed me to the Community Foundation, where I could have funds designated for a particular purpose. When I approached the foundation and told them what I wanted to do, they knew exactly how to set it up and how to advise me and what I needed to do, and it was very, very simple. Anyone can donate to Clay's fund. I've had donations as small as $10 and $15, and all they do is write on the check the Clay Niederheiser Fund and send it to the Community Foundation, and it lands in the right account. I'm sure there'll be many, many more of those little brass plaques on the instruments that say Clay Niederheiser and the year.
The Community Foundation is an effective, respected steward of the community resources in its care. Well-established agencies and ones just beginning, civic institutions, and individuals in need have all benefited from the Community Foundation.
The genius of the Community Foundation is that so many people can participate, as well as many more people can benefit. Nashville needed the Community Foundation and is blessed to have it, and it's going to be even more important than it is now.
The Community Foundation not only supports nonprofit organizations and programs, it also helps build the structures that shape our neighborhoods and our skyline, including public art projects and public housing in Nashville.
I thought it was for people who had lots of money. And you know, school teachers never have a lot of money. You know, everybody knows that we don't have any money. All of us need to consider ourselves a part of this big picture and not just leave it to those people who are fortunate enough to have more resources than we do. Wilberforce University has a $1,000 scholarship in our name each year, and Payne Seminary has a $500 scholarship. I think that we as individuals have a debt to pay because of what we have been blessed with. 20 years ago, it would have never occurred to me that I could have a fund and a community foundation that would benefit two schools, and that would happen even after I'm not here. But that has happened, and for that I'm really grateful.
The Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee. As a member of this community, you are the source of all the good that will unfold. Please join the Community Foundation as we connect generosity with need.